Virgos, how's it going? Let's see what's going on in your world. I just got a new deck to play with. So we are reading from Aleister Crowley's Thoth deck. I wanted it for a couple weeks now, and I went into the Candlelight and Conjure, and I was like, I saw it last time, and I'm looking and I couldn't find it, and then I moved one deck, and then it was like, bam, it was right there, and I was just like, swoop, that's mine. Like, oh, and so I bought that. I got some cool candles. Yeah. So we're working on this deck, and so far it's like, holy fuck! I feel like it paints a way more in-depth picture than like any like other tarot I've ever read. Like it gives me like actual like emotional context to what is happening. I don't know. It's like you'll see what I mean. You'll see. It's like I can just see a way more clear picture. It's more than just like a map, you know. It's like it's intense. Aleister Crowley designed this deck himself, and he used like art depictions from like the Hermetic Order, the Golden Dawn, Kabbalah stuff. You know, basically, he's an alchemist. You know, so that's all the shit that's on here. And I don't know. I love the imagery. I love this deck. I'm obsessed. I'm so glad that I got it. But yeah, so let's see what you're doing, Virgos. Princess of Wands. First one out, right? So that's beautiful energy. And don't take gender as a thing. Gender in tarot is basically energy, right? And so basically the energy of the Princess of Wands is like is learning your skills, learning how much influence you actually have, and really embodying that. We have abundance in reverse, so maybe right now you're feeling like, because you're a great manifester, maybe you're not manifesting the right things, you know. And sometimes, you know, often happens in princess mode where you're like, you know what you want, but instead of like focusing on, you know, like what it'll feel like and manifesting it, your focus and your manifestation goes into the negative aspect because you're thinking of your situation negatively, right? And so you're like, oh no, I'm broke. And so then the universe reaffirms that for you because you're a great manifester, right? And so it's like, okay, yeah, you're broke. You know, and then it's like, if you're like, oh, you know, I feel shitty, then it's like, oh yeah, I can help you feel shitty. Like, you know, so watch how you talk to yourself, right? Think in terms of the fact that what you say, the universe doesn't understand your humor. It doesn't understand, you know, it just hears the words, right? What you say. It's not all about your jokes and whatever. So if you're doing self-deprecating humor, you're still manifesting negative shit on yourself, right? Read the Four Agreements. It's all there. Yeah, so it feels like you're not manifesting your abundance. You're focused on some other things, the negative aspects of things, right? And then you're just manifesting more negative things into your life because of that. So let's see. It's like self-defeating. This is how we self-destruct, Virgos. Don't do it. Happiness. I like that. You're gonna have happiness, right? That's something to focus on. That's something to manifest, right? That's the thing. Prince of Swords in reverse. Okay. So it looks like somebody cut cords with you because it was this energy is the swords, right? And you're the wands. So it's like it seems like you wanted this connection and this connection cut ties. That's what I'm seeing. let me know if I'm correct or whatever. This won't resonate with everyone. This is kind of just reaching who it needs to reach, I guess. So we have the Fortune in reverse. Okay, so that kind of goes with abundance in reverse, where basically, you're manifesting the wrong things. It's like your focus has been on this Prince of Swords in reverse rather than on your fortune and abundance, Ruin. So yeah, there was ruin. It's the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is the ruin cup. So, yeah, that basically means completion of a cycle. Cut cords, cut ties. This Prince of Swords in reverse. Don't take gender as a thing, because in tarot it's often, it's just the energy, perceived here. I already told you, but so. So, yeah, basically, this situation came to a halt. Queen of Swords, right? So this ruin is propelling this Queen of Swords out, right? And this kind of goes, this is like some post Prince of Swords in reverse energy. This is like somebody who steps into their feminine aspect, right, for growth. And there's in one hand she has a man's head, and in one hand she has a sword. It really reminds me of the goddess Kali. She's a Hindu goddess. Yeah, and honestly, in this picture though, it's like the end of suffering, right? It's like they completely cut ties with that energy. She's like, you're dead to me, kind of energy, right? Then we have Nine of Wands in reverse. So this made them feel weak. This made this Princess of Wands over here feel weak and defeated. It was like, it was such a blow, right? Something unexpected. And you couldn't understand why your manifestations weren't working, or why your prayers weren't being heard. And it's because you were speaking in ways that were self-defeating and wishing for things that were not for you. And so it was like the universe is saying you can have happiness, right? You can have real happiness learning from this situation, Okay, so then we have this Knight of Wands in reverse. And this was an energy of somebody who was trying to come in and manifest you. If you're that Princess of Wands, which I'm pretty sure you are because that's the first energy out on the board. So yeah, somebody wanted to come towards you. And they wanted to manifest you. But you kind of shut them down because you were looking at the star, right? The star is the tarot for the Aquarius, right? So you were reaching for this. You wanted something that was unattainable. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're dealing with an Aquarius. It could mean that you're dealing with that kind of energy. Aquarius are very cold and calculating when they feel cornered, right? So like, they turn into this Queen of Swords energy where they're just like, bye, and they cut that shit off. And so it's like, yeah, you were reaching for the star, and let's see, the Hanged Man, right? So then there were obstacles, things got in the way of that. It was like the more effort you put, the more stagnant you got, the more complacent the situation got, and it was, yeah, it was like you were just blocked. You couldn't continue forward on that. And then you went into hermit mode, right? So going into hermit mode, you're like really doing some introspection, thinking about yourself, and maybe thinking about your happiness and what that actually means for you, right? Because if you start doing that, start thinking about how you want life to be when you're not interfering with people's willpower or anything like that. Just think of how you want to feel in your life, right? Focus on that. Not that necessary, that certain things have to happen so that you can feel that. No. Focus on being able to feel that. And then the proper, like, paths will open up. And you will feel that for forever, because you know how to manifest that into you. But you can't infringe on people's wills, so you can't try to manifest things that are not yours to take, it's part of like the divine thing, and you will manifest great things when you go into your hermit mode, take some time for introspection, really focus on what have been your obstacles and have made it hard for you, and then just think of like cutting ties with every obstacle, every emotional obstacle, whatever, any thought that holds you back that you perpetuate in your mind, just cut that shit off, because now you need to get into that growth mindset, right? I'm gonna toss on the Light Seers deck on this, see what they've got to say. First one out, strength. You're finding your strength. And you know what I'd like to note is how she's a lioness, and this is a lamb, right? And she's refraining from devouring that lion, or that lamb. Yes, the lamb is refraining from devouring the lion. No, okay. But yeah, no, so, this lioness is not fucking mauling this thing to death, right? And it shows incredible strength in her restraint, to like hold back, to be gentle, right? Sometimes that's stronger than what we would egoically view as strength. Well, not sometimes, always. It's like, because ego is nothing, dude. It's like, it's false confidence, it's false strength, and it's fucking weakness. It all stems from fear and doubt, Holy shit. This is a lot of cards. Alright. Let me just pull these up real fast so I can see what we're working with. First one out. King of Pentacles and... Oh, wait. Strength was the first one out. Second one out. King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so right now it's like you're lacking in abundance, like financially. And you're really feeling that. You're really focusing on that. And unfortunately, you're focused on being broke instead of your focus on getting not broke is what is inhibiting your ability to get not broke. You know, think of a savings account as investing in your future self, right? And like maybe the next time you want to go splurge or something, put like $50 in your savings account and then, you know, go splurge or whatever. So you always, you know, and then eventually let it stack up. Don't just dive into your savings, you know. Like, it's all about being a grown-up. You got this. You got this. Holy fuck, is this all the cards that we pulled? I'm a little stoned, so I'm like, holy shit. Okay, so 8 of Wands, right? And that's like mastering a skill of some sort. It's like at a job or with other people, you know. It's like you're venturing into mastering a new skill. The Chariot in reverse. So right now, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of movement in your situation. Kind of like right now, you gotta sit and work through some stuff and really focus on making those big money moves, you know. We have the Star in reverse, and we did have the Star over here with the Queen of Swords energy, the one that looks like, you know, cut ties with you. So basically, yeah, this is like showing that the stars in your past, you're not like, there's no movement. Okay, let me show you from how I see it. There's no movement forward towards the star. The star is part of your past now. It's like now your focus needs to be on the future, right? Because you can stand in that Emperor energy, right? This is somebody who stands in their independence, who takes care of themselves, who has their own self-made abundance, right? And it's like you need to release this and focus on this, you know, to get to that King of Pentacles also. Yeah, so since you have the King of Pentacles over here in your energy, this Queen of Pentacles is opposite energy of you, right? So I would fit this with this Queen of Swords, that maybe you felt financially kind of codependent on this Queen of Pentacles. It's like you just, like you felt like you needed this energy to take care of you. And it looks like now with this 8 of Wands, like new job, new financial abilities, right? Stepping into your strength and all that. I feel like you will get to your Emperor energy, right? You just have to learn independence. 3 of Wands in reverse. So this is like not going off and having adventures right now, right? Like maybe start taking life a little bit more seriously than you have been, which is usually the opposite for people. But for you, it's like, you know, you need to get into self-mastery. You have the King of Wands, right? Master manifester, right? Standing in his strength. Look, very independent energies, right? This is the energy you could be standing in, where you just don't really need, you know, a lot of that external stuff for your personal security. 5 of Swords. It looks like this energy was just a headache to you anyway. You know, like you just did not, like, look at him, that crow's in his face and he's like, oh, what the fuck, I just want to be free, right? And now you kind of have that. You know, because now you don't have that nagging crow in your face or whatever. Then, yeah, so you have the Hermit card over here, right? And then the Hermit in reverse came out. So it's like also kind of countering and going with this Queen of Pentacles energy. So where you withdrew into yourself and started doing introspection, this Queen of Pentacles came out of the Hermit mode and started becoming more, like, diving more into the external world, right? Having a little bit more adventure, getting really out there, right? 9 of Swords. So this caused you a lot of pain, you know? It caused you pain that this energy stepped out of Hermit mode after leaving, right? Because you were in your hermit mode and you're like, well, what the fuck? Like, why aren't you miserable like me? You know? Queen of Wands energy. So we go back to this other energy of like somebody was trying to manifest you. But that didn't really necessarily work out because you were in this Nine of Swords energy. You've got Ace of Wands, right? So this is like, you need to listen to your intuition and tap into your third eye. That could really help propel you on your journey. Two of Cups in reverse. This is, yeah, you broke up. There's a breakup, you know? And there was a third party, so it's like, I don't feel like the breakup was unwarranted. I think it was just a karmic relationship, and now you're learning your independence now. You know, you're getting on your own 2 feet. Seven of Wands in reverse. You're not really meditating. I feel like that could really help you right now if you open up your solar plexus and really listen to your gut, you know? It's like you're at the Ace of Wands stage, but getting to that Seven of Wands is a bit harder, right? Ten of Swords. Yep, cut cords with the past. This is like just not looking back. This is getting to the top of the hill, going into the light, and just being like, alright, I'm done feeling like shit, right? I'm done feeling like I can't stand in my own power and my own authority, you know? So, like, at some point, you come to this decision where it's like the Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, and you're just like, you go through the dark night of the soul and you fucking come out and you're like, okay, it's done. Cut. Cords cut. Goodbye. You know? And then Nine of Wands. Then you can go and start enjoying your life again. Then life is a party and it's all about music, right? And I do see her sitting there playing music. Like, so, you know, maybe music could be part of your healing aspect. I started rapping a little bit for the Pisces. But, yeah, so Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So, like, right now it's kind of like a divorce, I feel. Kind of like a family breakup. Kind of like a loss of feeling that emotional abundance within a, I mean, look, this looks like just like a happy, like, go lucky family out there doing their thing. You even got a dog, you know, all that shit, right? And then here you are in solo mode, like, enjoying life. So it's like you didn't stop enjoying your life, right? Or, well, I mean, you went through your dark night of the soul. But, like, you know, you went from losing something that, you know, wasn't working out to, you know, still realizing that you have a lot to gain by, you know, by losing this. Knight of Cups in reverse. This means, yeah, love is not coming in. Because right now, it's, you know, it's like the offer is being pulled from the table between this energy, right? Because you're done daydreaming, right? You want to go live your dream. You want to go have fun. You want to be in your purpose, right? You want to live in your strength. So, like, yeah, you have to go through full ego death for that. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, this goes back to saving money. Focus on that. I feel like that's your hardest thing because as soon as, you know, it's like this girl's like, ooh, money grows on trees. Let me go, you know, spend it. And it's like now you ain't got shit to spend because money grew on trees, right? Yeah. And then this means that decisions were made on a certain path. And then Three of Cups in reverse means that, like, maybe you lost some friendships along the way, or maybe this energy is a friendship, you know, somebody that you thought had your back, somebody that, you know, somebody that you thought would just kind of always be there. I feel like best friends. Like, you see, she has a Triskel on her back there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a symbol for infinity, and it's like in reverse. It's like, you know, certain friendships couldn't last forever, certain bonds couldn't last forever. But yes, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you next time. Have a good day. Namaste.